Hello everybody here. Today we are going to do with the lesson of Gerund Infinitive. As you can see here, we have the chart of that is composed of three columns. The column that is entitled Gerund, another one Infinitive, and the third one is bare infinitive. So first, what do we mean by gerund? Gerund is when we talk about verb plus ing. Okay, so like speaking, doing, talking, reading, watching, etc. All these are called gerund. For infinitive, what do you mean by infinitive? Is when we talk about to plus verb. Like to do, to speak, to read, to listen, to swim, etc. And finally, the last column, which is bare infinitive, is when we talk about verb without to or ing. So, I repeat again, bare infinitive is when we talk about verbs without to or ing. Like, instead of saying to do or doing, we say do. This is bare infinitive verb. Speak, read, listen, swim, etc. etc. So, let's start from the gerund part. As you can see here, Jack enjoys playing chess. So here we have two verbs. The verb number one is enjoys, and verb number two is playing. So, what can we understand from here? In French, we say deux verbes que se suivent, le deuxième se met à l'infinitif. But in English, the second verb could be gerund, or infinitive, or bare infinitive. So, as in the first example here, Jack enjoys playing chess. So, the verb enjoy, this is the most important here. It's not important what comes after. What is important, as I said, is the first verb. So the verb enjoys must be followed by verb with ing or gerund. So let's give other examples with enjoy. So Jack enjoys playing chess. I enjoy watching movies. She enjoys reading books, etc. So as you can see here, the verb that comes second could change. But whenever we have enjoy, it must be always followed by verb ing, or whatever is the verb. For infinitive, let's go back to Jack once again. Here, Jack wants to play chess. So here we have verb want, followed by verb infinitive. So as I say it again, the verb to play is not the most important one. What is important is what comes before, the first verb. So the verb want, I want to play. What do you want to do? Oh, I want to travel. What do you want to read? I want to read a book, etc. So whenever we have the verb want, it must be followed always by verb infinitive or to. Finally, and back to Jack again. You can see here this example. Jack can play chess. So here we have can, okay, followed by the verb play, again, whatever is the verb here. It's not important because as I mentioned, what is important is the first part here. So can is modal, and modals, as we can see later on, must be followed by verb without to or without ing. So we are going to say Jack can play chess. I can do my homework now. She can watch it quickly, etc. So whenever we have can as a modal, it must be followed by bare infinitive. Now we start with the use of gerund. Here, as you can see, we have number 1, 2, 3. Number 1, use the gerund after some verbs, like the verb admit, avoid, consider, enjoy, regret, suggest, mind, keep, deny, imagine, etc. So what do we mean here? Whenever we have verbs like that, the verb that comes after must be gerund. I admit doing. He avoids talking. I enjoy playing, as I mentioned before. She suggested doing. I deny talking, etc., etc. So all these verbs must be followed by the verb ing. Number 2 use of gerund is whenever we have prepositions. I think this is very easy because prepositions in English are many, but all of you know well what are we talking about when we mention a preposition. What is preposition first? Preposition is the short or small element that is not an adverb, not an adjective, not a verb, not a noun. It's like on, in, at, for, about, against, with, without, under, up, down, etc. So all these are prepositions, and you have already seen prepositions with the phrasal verbs. And the last part, let me give an example with preposition first, sorry. Like he gave up smoking. So we have gave up. The sentence ends with the preposition up, and the verb that comes after is gerund. I am against talking about whatever. Let's talk about planning for the next summer holiday. Okay, so whenever we have prepositions, they must be followed by gerund. And the last part here, and here we have to be careful, use gerund after some expressions, like look forward to. As I said, pay attention to these elements here. Here we have look forward to. This is one expression that ends in to, but must be followed by verb ing, like look forward to doing. Number 2 here, be or get used to, which means, let me put it in an example. I am, the verb be, I am used to watching. So lots of students here, they see to and they write just the verb bare infinitive. No, you have to be careful about these expressions. Feel like, doing, watching, reading, whatever. So what is important is whenever we have feel like, the verb that comes after must be gerund. And pay attention here, we have 2 verbs, feel, like. Verb number 3 is with ing. It's no use. There is a verb that's a proverb in English that says it's no use crying over spoiled milk. So it's no use doing something. Work. It's like it's work watching. It's work seeing, etc. And then the final part is whenever we have modals like can't, examples like would you mind, and we have already mind here. So let's focus about this first and come back to this again. Modal plus verbs like bear, resist, stand. The verb that comes after is with ing. For example, I can't bear doing something. I can't resist watching. I can't stand talking, etc., etc. We have an exception. I will mention it later. Let's move to the part of infinitive now. We use infinitive after some verbs. Like what? I want to do my homework. I want to do my homework. Agree. I agree to do it. Manage. I manage to set my plan. I promise to buy a car for my friend, for example, or my son, whatever. Advice. He advised me. Pay attention. He advised me to see a doctor. Refuse, decide, plan, hope, choose, expect. Verbs like that must be followed by infinitive. Number 2, use infinitive after adjectives like easy, good, difficult, old, etc. So whenever we have an adjective, it must be followed by to. So it's example, it's easy to do. He is old to drive. It's difficult to explain, etc. Number 3, use of infinitive after WH words like who, how, where, what, when, etc. So, can you tell me what to do now? This is an example. What to do now? How to solve this problem? How to solve this problem? So, as you can see, how followed by infinitive, where to go after this, what to do after watching a movie. So pay attention to this example. We have what to do after watching a movie, for example. So look here. Since we have what, WH, it must be followed by infinitive. Then here we have after, which is a preposition. And after prepositions we have gerund. So we have an example with two cases. The case of infinitive and the case of gerund. What to do after watching. Here we have the verb watch. Here we have the verb do. But since we have WH, we say to do. Since we have preposition, we are going to mention the verb here with ing. Alright, I'm cleaning this now. Well, just an example. I move to the last part, which is bare infinitive. And here we are talking about verbs with no, to, no ing. Use of this after modals. So here we have just an example, and we've already studied or seen modals before, like can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might. Pay attention to this. Had better, okay, needn't, mustn't, must, etc. So whenever we have modal, the verb that comes after is always bare infinitive. No to, no ing. Or sometimes we have these in national exam, like help. Help me do it. Let me go. So pay attention. Let me go. We don't say to go or going. Make. He made me feel. So make me feel. We are not going to say here to feel or feeling. So this is all about the three commands. But I have to go back to something that I mentioned before. For example, to memorize this, I think you have to remember first, look forward to, be or get used to, feel like, it's no use, work, for example, because these are very common in national exams. But let me go back to this one. I can't help, or I can't resist, or I can't stand. I'm going to write it here. As I mentioned, this is not about bare infinitive, it's about gerund, it's about this. Just since I don't have any space there, so better to write it here. Okay, what is the rule here? It's a kind of let me say it. Modal plus verb. The verb that comes after must be written with ing. Example, I can't help doing. Pay attention. It's not about help. Help, just help, without modal. It's very basic. But when we have help and modal, the verb that comes right after must be gerund. Or I can't stand. Or I can't resist. Or I can't bear. Doing as an example. Except, and this is the most important. And I better to do like this. Except what? When we are talking about modal verb, modal plus verb, the verb that comes after must be gerund. We have an exception. Is with would, like, and would love. This is the only exception that we have in English, especially in Russian exams. I would like or I would love to do. But apart from these two cases of modal plus verb like or modal would plus verb love, the rest, all modals plus verbs are to be followed by ing. Is that okay here? Let's move to some practice. Let me arrange this first, please. Here we go. Okay. The first example that we have here. Are you thinking of the verb go to London? So what is important here is the last element that we have in the first part of the sentence. So for example, here we have of. What is of? Of is preposition. So, as we have already seen in the chart, prepositions must be followed by verb ing. So, eventually we are going to say going. Example number 2. Well, I'm looking forward to see you at the weekend. What do we have here? We've already seen this in the first column of gerund, but it's not complete. It's not just look forward, it's look forward to. This is the expression. So look forward to must be followed by verb gerund once again. And then we are going to say, I'm looking forward to seeing you at weekend. Expect. Okay. For expect, it's part of verbs that we have in number 1 for gerund and in number 1 for infinitive. So, for example, how can we remember these verbs? Like admit, avoid, consider, want, agree, etc. Whether to write gerund or infinitive. This is matter of habit. We don't have rules here, but it's matter of practice. So, what is better, or what do we say most of the time? Do we say we expect to see or see? Of course we say to see. It's like when I ask students here, like give me an example with verb decide. Someone, we say, I decided to travel. So, as you can see here, you didn't think a lot whether you are going to write or to mention your example with gerund or infinitive. You just said, I decided to travel. So, number 4, the manager can't. See you now. What do we have here? Can't. Small verb. Modals must be followed by verb infinitive. Can't see. Not to see. Not see. Can't see. Here, what do we have? Question you pose was easy and we had verb insert. What do we have here as the last element in the first part of sentences? We have adjective. This is an adjective. And adjectives are to be followed by infinitive. Easy to insert. Here, please help me move this desk over there. What do we have here? We have help. Help, we have seen it in the last column of the chart of infinitive and gerund. Help, make, and let, and modals are to be followed always by verb infinitive. So we are going to say, help me move. The next example, she discovered how. This is the most important part. How. What is how? Is a part of the WH words. So WH words are to be followed by infinitive. So we are going to say how to solve. The next example, let him. So we have let. Let him finish. Because I've already mentioned modals, the verb let, the verb have, and the verb make are always followed by verb infinitive. The next example here, my parents can't afford. We have can't modal, afford verb. So whenever we have modal plus verb, then verb that comes after that is with ing to be written except, and I mentioned that before, except, I just repeat it again, would, like, or would love. So if we have would like or would love in this example, my parents would love or would like, we are going to say to what? But here we don't have this would like or would love, we have modal, whatever is the modal, and verb, the verb that comes after must be gerund. I want. What is want? Want is will not. So what is it? It's a modal verb. And modal verbs must be followed by verb infinitive. I will not go or I won't go. The last, I won't go out with you. I must. Modal. So, verb infinitive, do my homework. And the last example here, feel like. We've already seen this in the part of use gerund after some expressions. So, feel like watching. Here we go with this practice. So, I repeat some parts here. Let me go back to the chart once again. So, as you can see here, we have already mentioned in number 3 of gerund. Number 3, use the gerund after some expressions like look forward to, get or be used to, feel like, it's no use, word, I can't be, resist or stand, etc. So all these elements must be followed by gerund. But I haven't mentioned something final related to the part of gerund. The verb stop. If I ask any student, give me an example with stop and smoke, everybody is going to say, I stopped smoking. Okay, this one is correct. But it's also correct to say, I stopped to smoke. So, what to do now? Here we have verb stop or synonym. Give up. Okay, I gave up smoking right here. So, or I gave up to smoke. So, what are we to do in such cases? It's impossible to be given something like the emotional exam without context. There must be context here. Number one, context. I stopped smoking and I feel better now. This is the first context. I stopped smoking. What am I talking about here? I stopped smoking forever. Number two example or context. I was driving and I stopped to smoke. So now I think that the contexts are clear. I was driving and I stopped. I stopped what? I stopped driving. What is this? This is purpose. Synonym of to here. So as to or in order to. So I was driving and I stopped driving my car so as to smoke a cigarette and then continue driving. But here I stopped smoking forever and now I feel healthy, I feel better than before. Thank you everybody. This is all about infinitive gerund. So see you next time with new lesson.